Maddie, can you tell your father to send more money? Maybe like $300 for Nicole? And tell him to make it quick.
You said you didn't have enough last month, too. Money for Nicole's child support is supposed to be fixed. He only sent the extra amount as courtesy last time. You need to manage within the fixed amount. I can't keep asking Dad.
Oh, Maddie, you sound more and more like your father. You don't have to be so harsh.
Well, it's hard not to be. Dad is sending money every month as agreed.
Surely you understand girls are expensive to raise. Your sister is so pretty, unlike you. So I want to make sure she's always dressed nicely. That can get costly, you know?
You think it's okay to say things like that to your own daughter?
Have I annoyed you? That makes us even then. If you act harsh to me, then I will to you too.
Since when have you started to care about what Nicole wears anyway? You always prioritized your own clothes over ours.
Your sister looks a lot like me, right? I mean, she could turn out differently as she grows older, but I'm sure she'll be gorgeous nonetheless. I'm planning for her to try out for the modeling agency.
Whatever. Anyway, if you need to talk to Dad about money, you can call him directly. He's the one paying, not me.
No way! He won't listen to me. He's too stubborn. He talks down to me and says I'm always wrong.
That's because you've lost his trust. You can't use me to get to him.
I still can't believe he divorced me when we were still raising Nicole. She hasn't even started middle school yet. I bet our absence is making him regret it, though. Does he seem to miss us?
He misses Nicole. Not you, though.
How dry of him. He was so unemotional when he brought up the divorce, too. What does he take me for?
You were cheating on him, Mom.
That's his own fault. You'll understand once you grow up. People have an affair because there's a problem in the house. If I was happy with him, I would not have cheated on him.
You're just making up excuses. You cheated, that's the truth.
Whatever. Maddie, you haven't told Nicole anything, have you?
About what?
Duh, the reason why her parents had a divorce.
Of course not. How could I tell her that you were having an affair? She's too young to understand what that even means.
Okay, good. I really don't want her to have an attitude like you.
I'm pretty sure any cheating mother's daughter would have an attitude like this. And plus, you know we never got along. So even if you didn't have an affair, I would have chosen to stay with Dad.
How did you become such a brat? Oh well, you're almost going on to college. I guess I shouldn't expect you to be a cutie anymore.
I bet Nicole will realize soon enough that you are not the person she wishes you were. And when she does, you can't stop her from wanting to live with us.
Fine. Anyway, just tell Dad about the money.
Huh? I said tell him directly.
I can't. Remember, this money's for Nicole. If you don't want your little sister to starve, get cracking.
Hey, Mom, I've been messaging Nicole today, but I can't get a hold of her. I assume she'd be free today? Do you know what she's doing now?
Don't bother her.
Huh? What do you mean?
Nicole has not been keeping up with work lately. She never does her homework. And she has developed an attitude with me, so I've taken her smartphone away.
Is it true she doesn't do her homework?
Of course it's true. That's why I had to scold her.
She's always liked studying. Nicole would always get everything done as soon as she came back from school and made sure she never missed anything.
Maybe she started slacking off because I've been too easy on her.
It's hard to believe. Maybe something's going on?
Like what?
I don't know. Maybe something went on at school? Or she's concerned about something?
That's no excuse for not doing her homework. How did I let this happen? She's been so good all this time and now she's suddenly rebellious. Maddie, you better not have been saying things about me to her.
I have not! I have plenty to say about you, but not to her. I wouldn't do anything to hurt her feelings.
I hope that's true. Her attitude gets worse every time she sees you and your father. Are you sure you're not influencing her?
I'm sure, but she's probably realizing that it's more fun with me and Dad.
Are you saying I'm not good enough? How dare you say that to your mother? I have done everything to raise that girl right.
That's not what I meant. Sorry. You don't have to get so angry.
You don't understand because you're still a child. Being a single mom puts me in an extremely difficult position, and it wasn't my choice to become one. I wanted to continue to live with you too.
You did?
Of course I did. You're my daughter. We always end up fighting when we talk, but that doesn't mean I didn't want to stay with you.
Well, then you shouldn't have cheated on Dad.
Like I said before, one day you'll understand. Anyway, I have a favor to ask. Can you tell your dad that Nicole can't meet you guys next week because she's grounded?
What? No. Dad and I have been looking forward to seeing Nicole. We have plans.
Just tell him, please. Now is not a good time for her to see you two. She needs to be disciplined. I promise you two will get to see her once she's sorry.
But...
Come on, Maddie. You know I'm doing this to teach her a lesson. I know I've made bad decisions in the past, but I just want to raise Nicole right.
Fine. I'll tell him, but I don't know what he'll say about this.
Thank you. I'm sure he'll understand. He always listens to you.
Don't be so hard on Nicole, please. She needs her smartphone to keep in touch with us. And her attitude is just a phase, I'm sure.
I know. I'll make sure to have a constructive conversation with her. Say hi to your dad for me. And Maddie, you can talk to me anytime, you know that, right? We may not be together, but I'll always be your mom.
Maddie, are you awake?
Someone's up early. You got your phone back?
No, I haven't got it back. I just found where Mom hides it.
Sneaky but smart, like me. Don't let Mom find out, though. If she realizes you've been messaging me behind her back, she'd be furious.
I'm sure she won't. She's still asleep.
I see. So then, we can't speak on the phone?
No, not now.
You doing your homework these days?
Of course I am.
Oh, then Mom should give you your phone back already. Maybe she will if you apologize to her. You don't really have to mean it, you know?
I have done nothing wrong.
I know. Mom can be really difficult. You don't know when she'll start yelling. I know you're a good girl, Nicole.
Maddie, I have a question.
Shoot.
Could I get a part-time job?
What? No, you're too young to get a job. Why are you asking me this? Are you interested in some job?
I want to work so I can buy food. Is there some way I can make money?
Food? Money will get you food, but Mom cooks for you every day, doesn't she?
No, she doesn't.
Huh?
I buy my own food, like bread or something. I eat those instant soups sometimes too.
You buy them? At the store?
Yeah.
I didn't know Mom didn't cook for you. But she gives you the money to buy them, right? Is it not enough?
She only gives me money when she feels like it. She says I should be okay because I have a small stomach.
What? You must be so hungry.
Yeah. My stomach is always growling at school, so it's embarrassing.
Hold on. Nicole, how much longer will you have your phone? What time do you think Mom will wake up?
She probably won't until the afternoon. She just came home a little while ago.
A little while ago? It's 6 in the morning. Did she start another job at a bar or something?
Mom doesn't work at all. She told me to tell you and Dad that she does, though.
Okay, you know what? Nicole, we're on our way to get you. You need to pack your things without waking Mom.
Why?
Because she's not taking good care of you. You shouldn't be there. Dad is gonna be so angry when he finds out. I'm gonna wake him now and head over. Can you open the door for us when we arrive?
You mean it's okay for me to live with you?
Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be?
Mom told me you and Dad didn't want me.
What? That is a lie, Nicole. Mom took you from us. Both Dad and I have always wanted to live with you.
Maddie, please help me. I don't want to be with Mom anymore.
I know, sweetheart. Don't worry, we're on our way. Hang tight. Wait quietly so Mom doesn't notice. You're coming with us.
Hey, Maddie, have you heard from Nicole?
Why?
I was busy with something and the next thing I know she's not home. Maybe I have been too hard on her. She was never the type to just run off.
When did she leave the house?
Well, I'm not sure.
Why? Today's Sunday. You don't have work on Sunday.
I did today. My coworker couldn't come into work because her kid got sick. So I filled her spot. You know, that could happen to us too. So I said, why not?
Huh, interesting. Because I saw you sleeping in your bed, snoring this morning. And I could also smell alcohol from outside your bedroom door.
Huh? Were you inside my house?
Yep.
Did you take Nicole without telling me? You broke into my house? I have Nicole's custody. If you take her without my permission, that's abduction. I'm going to call the police.
Wow, what a reaction. I didn't know it was such a bad thing to want to see my little sister.
You have a lot of days for that.
Which you keep canceling. And what is that house? It's full of trash. I can't believe you've made Nicole live in that dump.
I haven't cleaned the house in a few days because I was busy. It's not usually like this.
Really? Because it didn't look like a few days to me. The smell was horrible.
Just give me Nicole back.
No, she's staying with us from now on.
That is not acceptable. You can't just decide. Don't be so stupid, Maddie. I'm seriously going to call the police.
Go ahead. They would probably arrest you instead.
What? Why me?
Why? You hardly ever give her food. Oh, and what was the reason? Because she has a small stomach? You are unbelievable. I thought you cared about Nicole. After all, she was just a tool to get money from Dad, wasn't she?
What are you talking about? I do care about Nicole.
How do you want me to believe that? We've already spoken to Nicole's teachers and other parents to gather information. They said Nicole would wear the same clothes for days and seemed like she only bathed once in a while.
Well, sometimes I'm busy and I can't do everything perfectly. I'm trying. How could you be so mean to me? I love her, I really do.
Nice try. You think I would feel sorry for you? You can't manipulate me.
I'm not trying to manipulate you. I'm speaking from my heart.
You have made a huge mistake, Mom. Cheating on Dad was one, but I know relationships can be tricky. And as much as this might hurt Dad, I get that it happens. But not this, Mom. You have neglected your daughter. This is the worst thing you can do.
I have not neglected her.
You don't give her enough food. You sometimes give her a couple of bucks she uses to buy herself some bread for days. She would wash her hair with cold water because she didn't know how to turn the boiler on. She'd be lucky if you ever washed her dirty clothes. You don't call this neglect?
Nicole is lying. You're naive, Maddie. No adult would believe her.
Both Dad and I trust her words. And she is not as immature as you think. She totally understands that there's something wrong with you.
I don't have enough money, okay? I'm doing my best. She's not dead, is she? She's growing without an issue.
You think everything is cool if she's not dead? We know you eat whatever you want. There's plenty of proof in your trash. Fries, burgers, Chinese takeout, you name it. Did you share any with Nicole? Of course you didn't. You're allowed to spend money on all that, but not Nicole? What kind of a mother are you?
I work. I need to eat to work.
Don't lie to me. You think I don't know by now that you don't work? I called the shop you said you were working at. They said they don't know you.
They're just taking precautions. You know, they can't give out personal information nowadays.
Ugh, why am I wasting any time talking to you? We'll find out the details of your neglect soon enough.
What do you mean?
We've reported this to the authority already. They know our situation, so it's quite useless to call the police.
What? You did not.
Yep, done while you were asleep. So you've been reported before, huh? We heard that some caring person from our school had made the call. The conversation with the agent at the Child Protection Center was rather smooth. He knew exactly who you were. I bet Dad will be getting Nicole's custody back real soon.
Maddie, wait! How could you report me? You're making me look terrible.
You are terrible, Mom. The agent agreed to investigate this matter. We should know how to proceed in a couple days. I assure you that no matter what happens next, though, Nicole is never going back to you. Ever!
You know, honey, I think we should really talk this through. I would like to talk to your dad about what to do with Nicole. It'll be too confusing with the authority in the middle. And I'm sure it's too much for Nicole to be dragged into an investigation. She would have to answer so many questions.
Oh, she doesn't mind. She said she would answer any question if that means she can live with us.
Maddie, please! Let me just talk to your father. You have to tell him I'm sorry about everything.
No way! Leave him alone! You put him through enough already. You are the worst! None of us ever want to see you again!
Maddie, listen to me, please. I'm begging you. Just give me one more chance and I will never treat Nicole badly again. You have to tell your dad I'm apologizing.
Nothing will ever change with you. I don't consider you my mother anymore. I don't accept anyone that neglects their child as a parent. I will never forgive you for starving Nicole while you used up Dad's money. Goodbye, you old hag. Don't you ever show up in front of us again. The authority took away Nicole's custody from my mother after the investigation. My dad was able to win her back quickly after, and the three of us live together now. The police did not have the grounds to keep her, so she was let go. As horrible as her actions were, my mother was not violent to Nicole, so it was difficult for the police to make a formal arrest. My sister had lost a lot of weight, but she was okay overall. Nicole is relieved and satisfied to be reunited with me and my father. Through the investigation, it became clear my mother used Nicole's child support money for herself. My father had agreed to provide plenty for Nicole at the time of the divorce, so my mother took advantage of it. Instead of working, she used the money for gambling and drinking and never took care of my sister. I have no idea what happened to her after our conversation. But it's been rumored that she disappeared from the house she was living with Nicole. She probably ran away, not being able to pay rent. Although, she doesn't have anywhere or anyone to turn to. My grandparents are very angry with her too, so she can't ask her parents for help. Her friends know what she's done too, and they were all very shocked. If she ever turns up in front of us, we will never accept or help her neither. Instead, my dad will ask her to pay for Nicole's child support, which she has not paid once since she lost the custody. But it's best if she doesn't show, because none of us really want to see her face. I hope she continues to be invisible to us and die somewhere someday without any clue. Anyway, my dad and I are so happy Nicole is back with us. Our house is cheerful and full of laughter every day. We're relieved that Nicole got herself back too. She's outgoing and fun as ever. I feel very proud to be supporting my dad and sister. I know I'm still young and that there isn't much I can do for them, but I will continue to strive to be a better person for them.